Hello everyone, it's me again. So today, or rather tonight, we're going to be looking at a Nendoroid that's kind of rare and that probably, I think it did take the place of like the most I paid for a Nendoroid. This show I kind of jumped on like a little too late to really get a whole lot of affordable merchandise for it. I believe this is actually my first like merch from this show. But it's a Chinese anime show, little anime show called Clink. So anyways, both of the Nendoroids that exist for this show are extremely hard to find. Like even before the tariff things flared up, like I was constantly on Bakari Japan looking for it. Couldn't find it for under like it was at least like 150 to 175, like all the listings except for the ones that don't come with hair, which kind of defeats the purpose. And I actually like the one of the other character has white hair, and I actually like entertain the idea of like just buying a Gojo hairpiece and just buying like his Nendoroid without the hair and just kind of like making do. But anyways, I saved up and bit the bullet. I ended up selling some of my stuff to Chibi Chop Shop, and I used some of that funds to purchase him from them. So, without any further ado, this review is for, and I know I'm going to butcher the name. I don't know why I grabbed the knife when I did that. I know I'm going to butcher the name. It's Cheng Xiaoshi from Clink. So his box is all black. He has the pictures with the other character on it as well. What is his name? Like, he was the easier name to remember. But yeah, it's been a while since I watched the show because I kind of power watched it. Like I started season 1 and it's just like I just kept going with it just because I liked it so much. But he is the harder of the two to find, and that's why I was like, if I'm gonna pay an inflated price, I'm gonna get him. But watch them re-release it, which I mean, if they do, it is what it is. I'll just get the other guy if they re-release him, because who knows, because I also did some like looking into it, and because it's a Chinese property, like it seems like they get maybe like one re-release and not another, and then 2, a new season's going to be coming out. I don't know why I'm thinking it's like the beginning of next year or sometime next year. But I feel like that would be more of the time that they would possibly re-release them, is when the hype for the show is back up, because right now it's in a lull because, you know, I knew there's another season is out. But enough of my rambling. We are going to go ahead and open him up and see what he comes with. So I shall be right back. Okay. So this Nendoroid was pre-owned, but it was pretty, like, I mean, it still has the plastic, so I don't know if Chibi Chop Shop put the plastic back on it, or if the original owner put the plastic back on it, but that was really cool. Like, I really thought it was sealed and that this part was just loose, because this part wasn't sealed back up. It was just kind of, well, it is sealed back up. Huh. Okay, maybe this never was open to begin with. Because, like, I've never seen the Nendoroid bag like this. Like, it's actually, like, completely, like, factory sealed. Like, there's no tape on it whatsoever. So I could be wrong. It might have just been loose in the bag, because there was no, like, tape. Or there is tape back here, but it was just kind of, like, loose in the bag. But, yeah, and this is a cool little thing. Like, the back of the box actually has, like, film reel. The show link click actually, like, the 2 characters, one character can kind of see into the picture, while the other character can actually, like, possess the person that took the picture for a short amount of time. So the film reel in the background is kind of cool for like showing that part of the show. That would actually be cool for a background for somebody that doesn't have an army of Nendoroids. Anyways, so what he comes with, this is the main Nendoroid. He comes with a happy face. He comes with a closed eyes smirking face, and most of the time I don't like closed eyes, but he has the ooh mouth, and I if you've known me long enough, I am a sucker for an ooh mouth. And then he has the more like brown, like bright brown eyes for when he's like activating his power. He also comes with 2 alternate arms. One comes with a camera. One's another bent arm with an open, because this is a full arm. This is just a half of the arm, and he has another one of those as well. And then his little cell phone. I think that's a cell phone. Maybe not his cell phone. I don't know what that is. What is that? I think it is a cell phone. Or maybe it's just a piece of paper. Who knows? Because it actually shows him like holding it, like looking at the picture, but it's just a cartoon character on the picture. It's been a while since I've seen the show, so maybe I'm not getting the reference. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and open him up and put a couple of little poses for us. Okay, so some plus and minuses. So right off the bat, I would say that the plus has to be this hair sculpt. This hair sculpt is absolutely amazing. They got his little ponytail in the back. It is so precious. I think overall he is super cute. I do, however, and I'd seen this at one other spot where, or one other place, somebody making a comment, I think it was on my figure collection, that the bottom half has a tendency to fall out rather easily, and it did fall out on me. It's kind of loose, but if you're putting him on the base, I don't think it's that big of an issue. It might be if you're using like one of the basically standless stands that Good Smile makes nowadays, like the easel stands. That's the only thing that I could see being a issue, is if you use an easel stand, because then it's like if you pick it up and you move him, his legs might fall. So just be careful. This hand was also very loose putting it in. It came with another hand, but it showed to do this pose to put this hand, and that one was real loose. But it's not like horrible. It's just one of those things where it's like he definitely is going to be more of like a Nendoroid that you just kind of pose and sit there and enjoy looking at him. He's not going to be one that you pick up and like, you know, juggle or anything. But then again, if you're more into handling things, I feel like Nendoroid dolls are always kind of better at this point, as far as like if you're wanting to like constantly be handling the Nendoroids. But I think it's fine. I think it's just something that's like slightly an issue, not a deal breaker. Overall, I just really I'm really liking him. But this is only the first pose. This is actually like, I think this pose is supposed to be like right as he's like activating his power, because he has to like, he either has to touch it. It's Lu Guang is the other guy, the guy with the white hair. They either have to make hand contact, like kind of like a high five thing to activate or to use the powers together, or he has to basically like give himself a high five, or like basically like grasp his hands together to activate his ability. Because there is a part in season 1 where he has photos everywhere and he's jumping to and fro, in and out of the photos. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put him in his second pose. Okay, and here's the next pose. This one's actually super cute. Shows how much of a cinnamon roll he is. He's taking his picture and kind of like pointing at the person in the camera. The only thing is that the stripe isn't going to match, because these are the other arms that I used for the first pose are like one solid arm, where this it's like cuts off right above the elbow. So but it's still really, really cute. I'm actually like debating over whether to keep him in this pose, just because I just think it's so cute. And of course I'm a sucker for the uwu. But anyways, it was slightly difficult to kind of like change the parts out, just because he does have parts that are super loose, or not super loose, but he has parts that are loose and then he has parts that are really tight. So it's kind of like maneuvering both of them together. I guess it's because it's unexpected, because most of the time if you have like an Nendoroid that the parts are really loose, then all the parts are loose. If they're really super tight, then they're all super tight. So it's kind of weird to have one that's kind of like has a little bit of both going on. So it does take me a while to kind of like maneuver and repose him, but nothing that's like crazy, just like giving people a heads up, because I really haven't seen any reviews for either of the Link Click Nendoroids. That's why I figured I'd go ahead and do a review for them. But anyways, going to go ahead and do the last pose. I shall be right back. Okay, and here he is in his final pose. I looked up what this was supposed to be, and it's supposed to be a picture, but it has nothing on it but like a logo. So that's why I was like, okay, that just really doesn't make sense. Is there supposed to be a sticker or something with it? But then they wouldn't, I don't think that they would have done that, because it actually shows it from this angle on the promo pictures and on the box. So I just was like, okay, that's what it is. And in the instructions, there is nothing really that tells you how to kind of like wedge this in here. It took a little finagling, and I feel like if you mess with it too much, it may fall out, but it's kind of secure. It's more secure than this hand though. This hand over here for this, yeah, it fell out a couple of times. So yeah, like I said, there are parts of his Nendoroid that are rather loose, and then there's parts that are like super tight, like the arm things right here, the arm separators that you switch out, like those are very tight. So just be careful when pulling those out that you don't like end up like breaking them. But yeah, overall, I absolutely love him, especially with like I might do him with the other action pose, and like maybe I wish they had done like maybe had given him like a bent leg or something, make it kind of a little bit more actiony, because there is some action that goes on within the anime. But would I suggest paying like over $100 for him? Unless you are a huge fan of the show and you just cannot wait for a release. If you have the money, maybe. But like after having him, like I would just suggest to wait and just hope for a re-release, or a generous person reselling theirs online for like a reasonable price, because like it's a nice Nendoroid, but I just really don't think that it merits that much. I do now want Lu Wang, but I think I'm going to just wait on him. I feel like I'm happy with just having Cheng Xiaoshi for right now. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I haven't really been doing videos lately. I don't know how many I'm going to be doing. The tariff situation is still among us, and don't really know when I'm going to be getting my Nendoroids from Ami, if I'm going to have to end up canceling them. They say they're not going to cancel, but we still don't know what's going on. It's a daily struggle these days, with most things. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I just wanted to really put it out there, just because I really have not seen anybody do any reviews or unbox either of the Link Click Nendoroids. And so I was like, I need to do this. You know, I felt like I wanted to do a review just for the people out there that've never really seen these in person. So, but anyways, I hope y'all have a great evening, and I'll talk to you later.